Saturday, July 17th, Radiator Day. So I'm going to work on the radiator assembly and strip this down. I'm actually going to be going for a majority of new parts on everything. I really don't want any fuss with the cooling of the car. They can be a little bit temperamental, so on the English cars I tend to go overboard on minimizing the issues associated with that. So I already ordered and received a brand new radiator, new fans and new motors, and new motor mounts. So it's going to end up looking very cool. It's a major feature in the front of the car. You can see a lot of this when the hood is up, and so it's worth a little bit of extra effort making that ultimately as an assembly look as good as this as components. I'm looking forward to putting this actually in the car, so that will mean that the engine is in and a bunch of other stuff, so I'll be pretty happy to have got that far. Anyway, these aluminium radiators are just beautiful to look at.
Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. You need a helping hand. Oh, you know we'll understand. Oh, we're really right to the end. Everyone needs a friend. Goody, goody, goody. We show you definitely why you should employ us three. We can take an any of your life, anything, anytime. Hi, hi, hi. Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. Goodies, we're coming for you. Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. Here we come into town, getting up for the job. Hey, why don't you give us a shout? Maybe we can work it out. Oh, come on, don't be shy. We need to do a better life. Goody, goody, goody. You want to sing our song? You can learn to ride along. We show you what to do, so you can be a goodie too. Boo, boo, boo. Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. Goodies, we're coming for you. Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum.
Up, down, and out, riding all about it.
Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. Goodies, goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum. Goodies.
All right, the radiator assembly takes absolutely no time at all to strip down. It's pretty straightforward, very simple, nothing too complex. This is the fan shroud, and it's I'm not sure if you can see, it's actually aluminium. So given that I have an aluminium radiator, I am very tempted to polish this up. And a friend of mine asked me to show you how I actually do the polishing, so maybe I'll choose this piece to actually do that. It's not a complex technique, it's just basically a lot of patience, and but it brings it up really, really, really nice. So I'm very tempted to put some time and effort into that. I think it could end up looking extremely cool. So aluminium radiator with an aluminium shroud, an original aluminium shroud. I'll check the bolt spacings and stuff. Looks like it's spot on, actually. Yeah, they are. So that could end up looking really kind of cool. These brackets are low in the car, and they're at the very front, so they get a tremendous amount of dirt. I think these are worth saving, so I'm actually going to have a attempt at that. on my little media blaster, shot blaster machine. Obviously I'll change the rubber mounts, etc., but I think I might put some time and effort into these as well. The fans with the motors I'm changing out, and then these are the fan brackets, and I'll get these powder coated along with these strips. These need all straightening out and a bit of TLC, but other than that it's pretty straightforward. There's nothing like crazily complicated with any of this. I'm excited to see what this turns out like. At worst I get it powder coated, but we shall see. All right, looking good. Saturday, July 24th, going to reassemble the radiator. All my parts came back from powder coating. Some of you may have seen how I cleaned up the radiator housing, shroud, fan shroud, and I've actually I've coated it with a clear lacquer, acrylic lacquer, so that's actually come out really well. I'm super pleased with that. My fan brackets came back from the powder coaters. They look great. The fan housing or the clamp brackets also came out great. Also the bottom of the radiator mounts, they've come out great. I have a new drain tap, bunch of new bolts, a few washers, etc. So this isn't actually going to take too long. It's not too complicated, and but it'll look very tidy. I'm pretty excited about this aluminium radiator and how that's going to look. It's a big feature in the car, so it's worth the extra effort, and I think the extra time.
Mustang Sally, guess you better slow that Mustang down. Mustang Sally, now baby, guess you better slow that Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Oh, I guess I gotta put your flat feet on the ground. Sing it to 'em all the time, girls. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Sally. One of these every morning, I'm gonna be wiping those weeping eyes. Yeah. All right. I bought you a brand new Mustang. It was 1965. Now you come around signifying the world. Girl, you won't let me ride Mustang Sally now, baby. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. All right. You've been running all over town. Oh, I guess I gotta put your flat feet on the ground. Oh yeah, baby, you gotta put your flat feet. All you wanna do is ride around,
radiator assembly's done. Had a couple of issues with some bolt threads, but I'll get to that. This is the thermostat, temperature thermostat, and you can see I still have the old wiring, so I've left it in. Also, I have a new actual thermostat coming. This is the old one. I cleaned it up, took the dirt off, but I'll put a brand new one on when I get it, and then I'll replace this wiring also a little bit later. Other than that, looks brilliant. Just one sec. So looks excellent, really. New water tap, powder coated brackets. These were actually UNF when they came out in the old Radiator, but this racing Radiator has them as a coarse thread, so that threw me for a little bit. I had to nip out and get some more bolts. But that's obviously resolved. This stay is missing currently off the other side. It's still at the powder coater here, but I'll pick that up shortly. I'll fit obviously these hoses when it's the top hose and the bottom hose when they come. I had a little bit of issues with centralizing these fans. So if you notice here, this one spins freely, okay? And the way I ended up doing that was that I put a spacer in the back between the motor and this bracket, and it moved the axis this way a little bit. So that created the clearance, and obviously is a lot better. So this assembly is going to look like this in the car. When the hood's up, this is what you see. So incredibly tidy. I really like the look. Aluminium radiator is better. This is a racing radiator, so that should even be better. Still very happy right now.